Hi there! So this is Holly and I'm going to share with you the map copying and pasting segment of the Sharing Social Maps activity. I am bringing you this screencast in particular because I think sharing other social media information is one of the great and easy ways to incorporate social media into your course. So let's take this example activity. Let's say that you're going to take your students on a real field trip, a brick and mortar, real world, pack up your things, get on the airplane, and go somewhere where your students are going to learn something important. Let's take that idea and share it in our Facebook group using the tool Google Maps. We're going to find this socially shared information at maps.google.com. That's where I am now. So let's begin. Just say you want to take your students to the Taj Mahal in India. I'm going to go ahead and type that into the search engine. You'll notice that I'll see different results that pop up as suggestions. I'm obviously not talking about Taj Mahal Street in El Paso, so I'm going to go ahead and try this result here. The thing I'll notice when I come to a Google Map result is, first of all, if there is a specific physical place that Google lists, it will show a circle or a map indicator with the letter A. And so you can see here in the center of my screen with all of the map capabilities, including zooming in, dragging to reposition, and zooming out, I have arrived at the Taj Mahal. Now, here's where we get to check out the socially shared information. Not only are there reviews on certain places, we'll also be able to see images shared by users. So I'm going to use my Google Street View man, drag him across, and begin to look for the blue circles that I'm finding on the socially created map. The blue circles are indicators of images. They're linked to geospatial information, so some kind of latitude, longitude has been added to each photo here, and that's why we know where the photos relate to. So I'm going to go ahead and allow my little tourist to drop down at one of those particular points you see here. And I have arrived at my socially shared image from this exact spot on the map. Now there are other pictures that are available and shared with me through Google's little spheres here so that I can be in the space in sort of a different way. You'll also notice that my central image is connected to related images that I can tour. Getting an idea of a place based on these types of results is really exciting. Let's look at another example. Maybe I want to take my students to the Great Wall of China. One of the things that's really important to learn when you're, as I'm sure you know, by experimenting with socially shared information is that it might take you a little while to drill down to a particular result, to a particular example. Because look at all the other things that come up when I type Great Wall of China into this box. I'm not looking for any of those. I'm going to go ahead and use the search button, and it's going to take me to, first of all, a Wikipedia entry. This will not take me to a map. This location that I am seeing here is not what I was expecting. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this result, wondering if this is in fact the Great Taj Mahal, or I'm sorry, the Great Wall of China. Does not look accurate to me, so I'm going to refine my results. I'm going to type in China. Aha! Now we're getting somewhere. I actually see that I have a result that is listed as China and the Great Wall with the letter A. Just looking at the map, it's looking like the right geographical location for me. Zooming in a little bit more. This maybe seems like we might be on to something here. This looks like this could be the Great Wall. Just to check it out, I'm going to go ahead and take my little Google flyover guy. Ooh, cool. Drop in on some of these locations and see from that very perspective on the map what my students might be able to see from this information. So again, remember, once we've arrived at a location, we have to determine that we're at the right location. And then we determine which map we want to share. When you click on a space, you'll be taken to the Place page, which is great for finding pictures. and getting directions. But what I want you to share with us is the actual map. So to share a map, you need to use this little link icon. Now, it's not very obvious, so this is why I'm doing the screencast. Go to this little link, okay? Notice you have an embed code. We'll be using those later when we're working with wikis more. For this activity, we're gonna need the short URL. This is your second little tip. Whenever you're working with socially created media, the best way to share it in social media is with a abbreviated URL, and many services such as Google Maps will provide this to you. If you get a little confused at this point, you can always send the map to yourself so you can get back to this particular location. In this case though, I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be able to get back by just remembering the search term. I'm going to select the entire short link, copy it onto my clipboard. I can either use the Control-C command, I can use the edit menu and then copy, or right click on the link and then select copy. Opening another tab now with my Facebook group, which I'll navigate to here in Facebook by looking down the left-hand side of my screen for our social media and blended and online learning environments. Now I come to the update box and select paste. All right. So there you go. It's just that simple. For this part of the activity, you can choose if you want to share a thumbnail. I wouldn't in this case because this isn't a unique graphic, so I'll go ahead and turn that off. But I can now replace this information here with my update explaining why I selected this for my students and what I found interesting by checking out the social maps. So what will I select when we get to this activity? I'll be taking my students to a place, Downing Street in London, that I think is very important for social media users, and I'll be telling you why during this activity. Enjoy. Have fun exploring Google Maps. Remember that copying and pasting information is an important basic skill for social media sharing. So spend some time with that if you're comfortable with that. Try that. Copy, Control-C, and then Control-V to paste if you haven't done keyboard shortcuts. It's a fun way to do it. And good job on our social sharing maps activity. Thanks again. Bye.